Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Are you excited to be here? Yes. This is going to be an awesome evening. And before we begin, I'd like to introduce to you the person who's produced this event, put it together. I know he'll say with a lot of help for sure, who I call the Dean of Harlem Tech, Dr. Harlem. When he moves, when you look on Wikipedia under the word Harlem, you see this individual. Can you please join me in welcoming a big greeting and round of applause to Clayton Banks. Clayton, thanks for being here.
Thank you. That's Ramon Ray. You can feel his energy, right? So we're very happy to have this event today. We're giving 6 startups an opportunity to win millions of bucks today. So we're really excited about listening to some of the pitches, hearing about what's going on. So how many here are the first time here at Mist? Oh boy, this is cool. Well, hopefully you get a chance to take a look around. There's a restaurant, there's a bar, there's a cafe. We have 3 theaters, literally. These walls are soundproof, so we can actually have 3 events going on at the same time. It's a carbon neutral building. It's a smart and green building, so we're very proud of this particular facility. I think it's one of the greatest in New York City. So whenever you're here, stop in, have a coffee, and sit down and work. We have great Wi-Fi out there, so we love it here. And I want to thank the technical crew that are here who have set up all of the technology and cameras, and particularly Troy here, who's leading the tech here for Mist. So give him a hand and everybody else. I also want to thank the folks at Silicon Harlem for all that they do. They work very hard to make these events happen, and they also work very hard on a day-to-day basis to ensure that Harlem is leading the way in technology and innovation. It's very critical to us to make sure that places like Harlem, New York, and other urban areas around the country are part of the innovation economy. It's oftentimes that these type of communities get left behind. And so when it comes to where we are today, we have enough knowledge, enough information, and enough access and exposure that we should not let any child grow up without the type of education that they deserve. So we work really hard on that, and one of the people that we work very hard with, and that I'm very honored and proud to introduce. Unfortunately, I'm not a clicker man, so maybe I'll get it right here. Here we go. So one of the people that I admire the most in New York City, who only does one thing: works hard. She's not looking for a lot of pats on the back. She's not looking for a bunch of awards. Although she deserves all of that, she just grinds. She's no nonsense. She walks the walk. She's one of our favorite people here in Upper Manhattan, Harlem, but she's everywhere. I'm somewhere, she's there. She's somewhere, I try to be there. So it's with my great honor to introduce our Manhattan Borough President, Gail Brewer. Give her a big hand.
Thank you, Clayton. All the credit goes to you and Bruce and all the folks who are here thinking about how to make digital world much more inclusive. And I have a funny problem for the folks from the Netherlands to solve. I love Mist, and I think that it provides a real resources, but there's a hysterical problem, which isn't a tech problem, but maybe you can figure it out, which is there's a damn church across the street, excuse me. But the trouble is, when you in New York City, when you have a church across the street, it means you can't have a liquor license. You can have beer, and you can have wine, but you can't have liquor. So maybe you can find a tech reason to end that policy in the city of New York. Hi, Bruce. How are you? Bruce Lincoln. Thank you, Bruce, also for being here. Thank you both. So anyway, I just laugh because every time I come here, I look at the church and I look at Mist and I shake my head thinking, what are we going to do? But it's still there. So anyway, I'm just here because I actually have cousins in Holland, in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. And I've spent many summers in those 2 cities. And the cousins come to visit me because there are a lot of them. And they love New York, but they are so proud of their country. And I'm here also because The organization that Clayton and Bruce have built, Silicon Harlem, is very, very special. I remember the day it began, and it has focused on putting Harlem, H-A-R-L-E-M, on the map. And it's great to work with HAA and the deputy mayor and all the folks who are from Holland to work together. I think recently there was a huge gathering in this room, and recently the head of the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, came to meet just with Silicon Harlem and the people whom they gathered in a conference room. And this organization, starting with nothing, has built not only communication, but also in the schools, teaching young people during the summer and off on vacation, and teaching seniors how to be partners in the digital revolution. And at the same time, they're working on policy and opening up transparency for people who are doing work in Harlem. They're the go-to place in this community to find out what's going on and what needs to get done. They're working with entrepreneurs. They're working with people who are not connected. They're working with the entire community in the most open, transparent, welcoming way like I've never seen. So it just, for me, is an honor to be here, and I just want to tell the folks from the Netherlands that you're working with partners who care, who are committed, who are intelligent, and who are doing something very different than other communities have attempted. They've been very successful. They have gotten the notice of everyone in all 5 boroughs and beyond. And that's why I'm so excited to be partnering with the folks from the Netherlands and Harlem, because you are working together. And I'm sure that lots of folks are going to want to go visit your wonderful city next year. But this year, we look forward to what you have to say, to what the folks from Harlem have to say. And together, we can make a difference for people, because we want this digital revolution to apply to everyone, not just a select few. Thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone who's here today, but particularly to Bruce and Clayton. Thank you very much.
She's just fantastic. And as Gail alluded to, Valerie and I, and you'll meet Valerie in a moment, have been talking about taking this same event over to the Netherlands next year. So start saving your pennies. We want all of you to come with us. We're gonna do Harlem2Haarlem in Harlem. So our next presenter, and also very accomplished in her own right, and has helped with this particular event by coming and sharing some insights around Harlem in the Netherlands. We have the Municipal Executive Counselor of Economics for the City of Harlem in Netherlands. And her name is Joyce Lagenacker. But I just gave it my best shot. Come on up, Joyce.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Harlem meets Haarlem. The time has come. I'm extremely proud and honored to be here today and to open this pitch event. My name is Joyce Langenacker, and I'm also deputy mayor of the Haarlem city. And on behalf of Haarlem, I wish you a warm welcome. To be here in Haarlem and to open this event is very special to me. My compatriot, Peter Stuyvesant, founded New Harlem and New Amsterdam, now Harlem and New York, in 1658. And I would like now to take you to Peter Stuyvesant's homeland, the Netherlands, where our common history begins. Although small, certainly compared to the US, we have only 17 million inhabitants. You most probably recognize the great things this small country is good at. Amsterdam, Haarlem, Cruyff, Max Verstappen, a famous skater Sven Kramer, and a famous painter Rembrandt in the Rijksmuseum, where your president, Obama, recently admired the night watch. Jaap van Zweden, the new conductor with the New York Philharmonic, but also the red light district and soft drugs available in coffee shops. Heineken and Jopen beer brewed in Haarlem. You already saw it at the movie. And bicycles. Do you know that the rolling orange bikes were introduced in New York by two Dutch entrepreneurs who are here today? Here in this theater. Yeah. And of course, in particular, for the attractive startup and investment climate. Because of the transparency, the favorable tax regime, and international business climate. Did you know that the Netherlands is in the top 3 of foreign direct investors? So a small country with a great economic impact. I'm not ready yet, sorry. This wants time to tell the story. But okay, both we are next doors neighbors to our big brothers, Manhattan and Amsterdam. Yet both self-assured and with their own core values as a city and borough. Haarlem, just 10 miles from Amsterdam, is a great and authentic city. You already saw the movie before. Both to live and work. We are a historic town. And the New York Times couldn't have described it better. Haarlem, the classic city with a village feel. However, Haarlem has a lot to offer. And you saw already in the movie the Frans Hals Museum, the Tylers Museum. And most important to tell you, an ideal business park nearby Schiphol Airport. And Schiphol Airport is the gateway to Europe. So come all to see it. And our industrial park, our business park, is the place where Jopen beer is brewed, but also where EvoSwitch, the data center, is stayed. And the chairman of EvoSwitch is here today, Erik Boonstra. He is also the sponsor of the trip and this event. But we have also records for production, and an important factory is the record industry in our city. So Haarlem is a city with pioneers, old and new, such as Anthony Fokker, who flew over the town in the first place, and the inventor of book printing, Laurens Jansson Koster. But we have also a new pioneers. One of the big new pioneers for us is Valerie Volendijk, who was chosen. She was chosen the Haarlem Citizen of the Year this year. So we're very proud of her, and for a good reason. With her Haarlem Valley initiative, she is boosting the startup climate of both Haarlem and Amsterdam metropolitan area. You already said something about our cooperation. It would be great if there were not. This was not one-off event, but the start of a more structural transatlantic cooperation. After all, we have so much in common. And in other words, Humphrey Bogart said with hopeful words, this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And I see forward to it. Last page. Something about the startups, of course. Okay. Okay, that brings me to Haarlem Valley. And an Haarlem initiative bringing startups and investors together. They enhance the ecosystem, not just in the Netherlands, but also internationally. Local government, we facilitate entrepreneurship. Startups and entrepreneurs brings energy and dynamics to the city, but also a lot of employment. because they also the USO showed that startups provide 4 times greater employment growth than other entrepreneurs. We are proud of Valerie and this event and her team, who have made this possible and set up this event in collaboration with Silicon Harlem. Last week, 9 New York startups attended the Startup Fest in Amsterdam. And here today, there are 6 Dutch and American startups to pitch. I greatly admire their entrepreneurship and hope that this event and this trip will provide them with new impulses. I really look forward to the event today and would already like to thank you for the amazing reception. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Can we give another warm welcome all the way from the Netherlands? Thank you very much. Thank you.
In 2014, Valerie Vallenduc, once the youngest lawyer in the Netherlands, organized the competition Present Your Startup, inspired by the TV shows Dragon's Den and Shark Tank, and registered this new format under the trademark Harlem Valley. Valerie had the bright idea to combine a prize package consisting of free services with live crowdfunding. Startups could convince investors in the panel and in the room with their pitch on a big stage. During the first edition, investors in the panel invested in the startup that eventually won the first prize. A representative of an investor watching through the live stream invested €200,000. This startup ended up winning the second prize of this first edition.
200.000 voor 25%. Kijk, ja, that's the spirit.
After the final, more than €350,000 extra was invested in the other finalists. Because of this success and the complete support of the City Council of Harlem, the Rabobank, and all founding partners of the Present Your Startup Foundation, Harlem Valley developed 7 additional elements. In the web TV program format, Follow Your Startup, Valerie Vallenduc interviewed the startups that participated in the final to find out how they progressed after the final. In the format called Meet Your Startup, startups, investors, and partners were given the opportunity to get acquainted with each other, to network and exchange experiences during informal receptions. A special meetup in 2015 was the big informal investor limo tour during the Amsterdam Capital Week. A white limousine drove through Harlem. Startups were given a 10-minute opportunity to pitch their ideas to investors. The City Council of Harlem and Harlem Valley entered into a public-private cooperation under the name Startup Harlem. With the Rabobank Harlem Valley opened the first startup hub, and an intensive cooperation was created, with its ultimate goal being to boost the startup ecosystem in the region of Harlem. In cooperation with Harlem Valley partners, the accelerator program Prepare Your Startup was developed. An accelerator program with issues in the area of tax, legal, communication, and finance, with a goal to teach the startups the essence, train them, coach them, and prepare them for the final. A principal of the large fund stated during an interview that the accelerator of Harlem Valley has the potential of becoming one of the best in the Netherlands. During the preliminaries in 2015, a total of 20 startups pitched in front of a panel of 25 investors, mentors, and experts. This was broadcasted live on the web TV channel of Harlem Valley, enabling investors throughout the world to view. At the end of the preliminaries, 10 of the startups went through to the next round. For the format Promote Your Startup, these startups recorded a 1-minute pitch for promotion purposes. Only the 7 best startups were allowed to pitch during the final at Delict Fabriek, with Jort Kelder acting as host. The second edition of Present Your Startup again became a huge success. Microsoft invested services and product worth over €1 million. During the final, the panel of investors, the audience, and investors watching through the live stream invested more than €400,000. As we speak, there are still talks between a large fund and the winner of the 2015 edition regarding an investment of over €1 million. In 2016, the launch of the format Harlem Valley is planned in various cities in Noord-Holland. There are talks about organizing a Harlem Valley in New York City. Are you interested as a partner, investor, mentor, government, or as a startup in Harlem Valley or one of its 7 elements? Go to www.harlemvalley.com for more information or view our Twitter or Facebook account and contact us.
Ladies and gentlemen, wasn't that exciting? Please. So the awesome lady who is featured in that video is here with us today. Can we put another round, warm applause together for Valerie Vallenduc? Welcome to Harlem.
Thank you, everybody. No, I think I need a short introduction because you already saw something about Harlem Valley and about me. Oh, I heard something else. Oh, it's my welcome music. Okay, I'm very pleased and proud that we brought 3 Dutch startups today. Maybe I have to wait. Yeah, I'm very proud that we bring 3 Dutch startups all the way from the Netherlands to New York. And also Silicon Harlem selected 3 also beautiful startups. We also have investors, corporates and experts and also fans of Harlem Valley who are watching with us today because it's now 8 o'clock in Europe. So siliconharlem.net, there's a live stream where you can watch. And if there's something you like, so I say this for the people watching with us, you can text me or you can send me a mail at valerie@haarlemvalley.com, and Harlem Valley is with double A. And the investors who have my number already, they know my number, so they can text me. Yes, I'm very pleased because Harlem and Harlem has a long history, and therefore I want to make the connection better between Harlem and Harlem. So I'm very pleased and proud that we're here today and that you all came to see the pitches of the 6 startups. The first startup who's going to pitch is an American startup, so I'm pleased that I can introduce an American startup, and it's the C-Suit Coach. Okay.
Let's definitely introduce our friends that you referred to. So I want to make sure that we do that. And while we do that, I also want to acknowledge the sponsors. We have some great sponsors here. You already heard about Evo Switch, but we have Uber as a sponsor, and they gave us a code. So if you have Uber and you use Silicon Harlem, you'll get a free ride. Essentially, it's worth $20. So I encourage everyone who is here to make sure you have the Uber app, use Uber to go home or wherever you're going, and have fun with it. But we also wanted to introduce the special folks that are here. Valerie, I'll turn it over to you because some of those names are my Ebonics doesn't work with that.
Okay. And I also want to say, if there's somebody here in the room who said, well, I like this startup very much, come to Clayton or to me afterwards, and we're going to match you, and you can sit together in a car to the Netherlands Club, where we have a dinner. Some of you already applied for this dinner, so you say that you come, but if you're not do this yet, you can come to me and say that you want to attend this dinner. The first one is Melissa Oosterbroek. It's my business partner, Harlem Valley Capital. You want to introduce yourself?
Thank you for being here. In the Netherlands, I'm responsible for Harlem Valley Capital. We have an incubator which focuses on pre-seed, seed money to stimulate more finance, a better ecosystem for financing, just like you have here. In Harlem, New York, America. Yeah. So, thank you.
Very good.
The next one is Erik Boonstra. He's from EvoSwitch and the chairman of the panel.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My name is Eric. I'm the CEO of Switch. We're offering data center co-location services in the Netherlands and the USA. I'm here with my team, Patrick van der Wild and Martin van Dop. He's our manager here in the USA. Please talk to us after this event, okay? Thanks.
Thanks, Eric.
We've also Doug Binet. He's here at the front row also. You would like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Doug Binet. I wear two hats today. I have my own consultancy called DB Ventures. I help tech companies go to market, providing go-to-market strategy, business development, and marketing. And I also represent the New York Technology Council, which is a 501c6, representing the tech industry here in New York. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
And he has that strong Dutch accent. You heard it?
Yeah, and Jeroen de Vries, he lives a very long time in the USA, but he's Dutch. And he helped me a lot when I was here the first time.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jeroen de Vries, and I'm a transplanted Dutchman born in Haarlem, and my mother still lives there, so a certain connection. I'm a founding partner of New Amsterdam Advisors and of the Rhino Connection. The Rhino Connection is a Texas company, and New Amsterdam is a New York company. We do advisory for companies how to get funded, and we originate for family offices, institutional investors, and sovereign funds for shuffle-ready projects and startups. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, I'm going to take a shot at this one. So finally, Verele Cruz. So proud that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you. I am Verele Cruz, founder of the Live Group, based here in New York City, but I was born in the Dutch island Aruba. You may have heard of it. So I'm a tax lawyer turned entrepreneur, and now I'm helping building the startup ecosystem in the Caribbean and in Aruba. Have an accelerator there for travel and hospitality, and launching a seed fund later this year for early stage startups. It's really great to be here. Thank you.
Wow. We got some incredible people here. Make sure we all network. We're going to leave a little bit of time so everybody can network. We're getting into the pitches now. Ramon.
All right, thank you, Clayton. Are you guys excited? So I think the rules of engagement, and Clayton, you'll correct me, 3 minutes each startup gets.
That's
3
right.
minutes.
That's correct.
Clayton knows how to keep time, and he will keep exact timing on these pitches, as I understand it. Is that right, Clayton?
You got it, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
12 minutes, even for the panelists, Clayton, 12 minutes. They can, at the max, question, answers, dialogue. Is that right? 10 minutes. Okay, it's 10 minutes. So he's judge, jury, and executioner, and then we'll move on to the next. So we have several amazing startups. Encourage them. And those who are pitching, I believe it's about your presentation, how you're going to communicate, how you can present, the value proposition, if people like you or not. Maybe some of the panelists here just don't like you. Who knows? So with that, I think, hey, listen, pitching is about everything, right? Your business, about you and everything. So with that, let us begin.
Very good. I just want to give Valerie the clicker.
Yeah, definitely. Let us begin. Can we give, as each startup comes, can we give them a warm round of applause, make them feel very comfortable? All right. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, VC. And are you ready to go? Well, we'll give them some time to get ready, get the PowerPoints ready. Angela, we know you're going to crush it. You're going to rock it because you're an expert. Are we ready to go?
I know how the clicker works.
Okay, no problem. Awesome. Okay, good. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, the C-Suite Coach. Please begin.
Ooh. Hi, thank you. Hi, my name is Angelina Darasaw, and I'm the founder of the C-Suite Coach. I am also the American Dream. I grew up as the daughter of a single teenage parent. I grew up very humbly without an understanding of how to operate and be successful in corporate America. It wasn't a part of my cultural context. In my first job at 23, I made less than $40,000. In just 2 years, by 25, I had almost tripled my salary, changing my socioeconomic status and my life. How did I do this? With the help of a coach. The challenge is, this is not a very common story for most young women and people of color. Right now, there's a lack of accessible professional development resources for this audience, and corporate leadership today fails to reflect the diversity of the marketplace. Women right now, for instance, make up 57% of the overall marketplace, but hold less than 40% of middle management positions. As we go up the leadership funnel, those numbers get less and less. There are less than 4% of female CEOs. When we look at people of color, that gap even widens. Take African Americans, for example. They're about 12% of the overall workforce, but make up less than 1% of CEOs. In addition to this being a complex social issue that affects communities' abilities to be upwardly mobile, this also affects companies' bottom lines. This is a business issue. Recent data validates that for companies who have more diverse leadership and talent pools, they have increased revenue, increased market share, and more customers. So this isn't just a social issue, this is a financial issue. This is where C-Suite Coach comes in. Our solution offers diverse millennial professionals access to in-app coaches and able to have career feedback for their career challenges and goals in real time. We're currently on iOS beta. How does this work? We connect coaches to clients after they fill out a user profile, and they're then able to be matched with a coach and have a real-time conversation within app native to the way this audience communicates. Millennials right now share their most intimate details over text message instead of in person. So we're communicating right in the way that they want to communicate. Additionally, we offer compelling and topical content that gives them tactical strategies for success in the workplace. Our team of content strategists enables this. So while our end user is a diverse millennial professional, our customer is a medium to large company that's interested in retaining their diverse millennial talent. Additionally, while we're helping companies solve the problem of retention, we're helping the users have more engagement and increased performance at work. And for coaches, our back end makes this a very easy experience to be engaged and to have that connection with more customers. We are the right team to do this. My background is as a business strategist helping companies lead paths to monetization on digital platforms, and I'm also a coach trained at NYU. We also have a team of advisors and strategists that have a CEO with a company that has closed over $150 million of revenue. The leadership is in place to make our mission of making success more accessible to a wider audience possible. And we need your help to do this. Thank you.
Our judges, 10 minutes of questions, comments, dialogue, whatever it is.
Yes.
So let's begin. Whoever wants, just speak up.
Yes, Eric?
It's an app, right?
Yes, it's an app. So right now we're in iOS beta and hoping that with more funding we can put this experience both on web, Droid, and improve the user experience on iOS.
And how do you connect to these coaches? How do you get this?
Yes.
Guys?
So right now, as we're early stages, the coaches primarily come from my personal network, but we have a proprietary coaching training that we'll be launching to help enable more folks who are qualified to join as coaches.
So how many people do you expect to help a month?
A month?
Yeah.
So we're looking to build relationships with big companies. We've had early conversations already with several Fortune 500 companies that have the interest, and we're hoping to move those contacts into partnerships and help the companies who have the audience that they want to help, diverse millennials.
So, but you're also you have an app for people to for people to get higher into the career ladder,
Yes.
right? So you get these people from the corporates; they appoint them to you, or do you find these people and you give them to the corporates? Who is the first?
So the customer
Yeah.
is a corporate company, and we get the audience from the company.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the end user is going to be a diverse millennial, but the customer is the company.
And for example, how much does a coach get paid?
Yes. So in beta, we're paying our coaches enough to sustain the demand that we have right now. But That'll change as we launch the larger partnerships.
Okay.
First of all, congratulations for the work you're doing. I think it's
Thank you.
Much needed. So tell me a little bit about your business model. And so how do you make money? Is it like a per employee rate?
Yes. So the rate is per user. And we also offer programming to the companies as well. That can be a part of the overall business model as well. As we get to scale, we'd also like to launch sponsored content and have coaches that would like to move their customers off the platform, put content on the platform as well. So we have the back end to support content. We'd like sponsored content as well.
Is it do you see it as a white label app that these big companies can use?
It's very easy to do that, and that's something that we've been in discussions about.
Last question, who owns the data?
We do.
Interesting.
Hi. Yeah,
Hi.
a great
Jeroen.
idea.
Thank you.
I'm thinking I could have used that many times in my
Yes.
life so far.
Yes.
Two questions. The first one is, I understand you work with corporations, but as an individual, if I would want to become basically coached by, become a member and be coached by your coaches, is that possible?
Yes. So actually right now in beta, that's really possible. The end game, though, for scale and to make this more accessible is to have the companies pay for their users. Coaching is really expensive, and most folks that need coaching can't afford it. So we'd like companies to be paying for it as a retention tool for their audiences.
Okay. And then next question, how are you funded? How have you been funding yourself so far?
So far I've bootstrapped it, and we're looking for funding right now to bring it to the next level much quicker.
And how much is that?
We would, so there's minimums and maximums, but if we were to have between 500,000 to $1 million, that would enable us to do a few different things. Build out the web platform, improve the user experience on iOS, as well as release a Droid, and we'd be able to hit that deadline, depending on the amount of funding, by January of next year.
Okay. And do you have already letters of intent or members of understanding with companies that want to use your platform?
We are in early conversations right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one question about the money.
Yes.
Is there recurring revenue involved or only one-timers? The money you get from your customers.
Can you unpack that a little more?
Okay, do you get a monthly fee from your customers?
Yes.
Or do they pay?
It's a monthly fee.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Yeah?
Thank you. We think so too.
Hello.
Yes.
You said you want to improve the user experience.
Yes.
How do you want to do that?
So there's a few things. We'd like to make content easier to find, and we want it to be a very easy experience in terms of searching for topics. We have a secret sauce in terms of how we're creating content that enables tactics to be easily understood so that you have strategies for success. We want that to be very easily searchable. So that's one feature that we'd like to improve that's not currently there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Overall,
Give her a hand.
Indeed. Thank you very much. So overall, Clayton, how would you say overall she did, and how could she improve maybe?
Overall, I thought she did a great job.
I think so too.
Very prepared, very good remarks, and I think the next level for you is to ask one of these guys to give you some money.
And
let's go to the next slide.
Indeed. And to our investors and others who are watching, if you want to invest in the companies or other information, definitely want to email Valerie at HARLEMValley.com. Valerie at HARLEMValley.com. So our next presenter, Multisense. Please feel free to come on up. Multisense. Oh, very good. Hi. What's your name?
Aviram.
Nice to meet you. Please. So I think your clock is ready to start.
Once the presentation is up, the clock will start.
Are you nervous? A little bit. Well, there you go. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Aviram Siboni. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Multisense. Multisense provides biometric platform to identify user anytime, any place, in 100% of security. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you how Multisense technology are changing the way you log into your web account without any password, how to make online payment without sharing your personal information in the web, and even how to get access to buildings without any badges. And this is exactly the reason why organizations like Intel, RoboDirect, and Achmea already doing business with us. In the last 4 years, we developed a unique platform that combines three-factor authentication, face, finger, and speaker recognition, combined with the profile of the geolocation of the user, NFC technology for onboarding customers, one-time password, barcode, and QR reader. And the result is the most accurate and secure technology available. We are experts in security, but at the same time, we are focusing to delivering great user experience. I'm happy to share with you that we established our new patent. With this new technology, we're going to change the way people are going to identify themselves via mobile in the next few years. The problem we are solving is to do liveness check during the time you're doing face recognition. It's meant to see that you are not an image or a video. How do you do it? I will show you. The user uses front camera to do face recognition. But at the same time, we are doing pulse recognition from his face. In parallel, the user uses back camera to do pulse recognition from his finger. If the pulse recognition from his finger synchronizes with the pulse recognition from his face, we can be sure in 100% that this is the user we identified. So how does everything work? Multisense provide one-stop shop. It means that it doesn't matter which action or which transaction the user is going to do, we're going to identify him via his mobile. For example, if I want to log into my web account, the application is going to ask me to take a selfie for face recognition, do swipe, answer one question for speaker recognition. As you can see, the user don't need to remember any answer. He just need to repeat the randomonic number he see on the screen. By the way, different action, different combination of technology to identify the user. And the result is one-time password that's valid for the next few minutes. With this one-time password, you can log into your web account and do any transaction. It's really easy. With Multisense, you don't need to remember any password. We increase the security level of the organization. No devices needed except your mobile, and we also provide SDK. It means that it's really easy to customize and to integrate with any organization and with any existing application. We established our company 1 year ago, and we already raised $400K. Right now, we are raising 2.5 million, and we already have commitment of $1 million. This is our talented team. Together with them, we make it happen. My name is Aviram Siboni, and thank you very much for listening.
Give him a round of applause. Round of applause. Judges, who would like to start? Who would like to start?
Hi, Aviram. Great presentation. So, what would stop someone like Visa or American Express to just go ahead and build this on their own?
Okay,
aside from your patent.
First, good question. First, it takes time to combine all this technology, because it's not only to put all the technology together, it's actually we have BI behind it. It means that if you are using face recognition and for some reason you are not in the right environment, we automatically give you the option for fallback. So to go direct to speaker recognition or to the geolocation. One more thing is our technology, our new patent. So we bring you several layers of security, and you as organization are going to choose what's going to be the risk of this transaction or this action, and you're going to choose what's going to be the combination of technology. For your question, our patent, this is the technology that actually brings us the advantage for the market, and we are the only company today that actually is solving those problems.
Hi. First of all, great product, I think.
Thank you very much.
The first question I have is about the data and security.
Yeah.
You're keeping all the data, the fingerprints and everything from your customers?
No. Actually, two things about your question. First, we are not saving nothing in the app. Everything is on the cloud. Okay, so there is two options to work with the organization. One is to work, everything is enterprise. It means that our server with all the algorithm and etc. is sitting on the on the banks, and then they don't need to share with us any information about the user. The other option is on the cloud, and it's more relevant for payments and other company that actually wants to get access to website and etc. They're using our server in the cloud. So there is two options for banks and government. It's enterprises. I mean, they own all the information of the user, and for other organizations, they actually use our technology, and then we save all the data.
Is that a private cloud or public one?
No, it's a private cloud. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hi, thanks. It sounds really interesting.
Thank you.
Just to go back on the slide before that, you have some of these partners. These were big clients you signed up already, right?
Yeah.
Rabobank, Achmea. Yeah. So
Intel.
are you right? So are you targeting? But you have an app, but you target big corporates so that they can internally use this. What is exactly the business model?
Actually, it's white label. It's mean that if you already have application you own, and most of the bank already have application, so you can implement our technology to your app. So for the end user, you don't see that he's using MultiSense technology. It's in the background, but yes, we integrate with the banks and he use our technology. So this is the reason I say that we have SDK, that it means that you can implement the technology native to iOS and Android for any banks. Yeah.
Because I'm asking because it's an individual app. You don't really, I guess you don't really focus on people downloading it from the App Store or something.
No. Actually,
no.
it's B2B. It's not B2C. So
okay. That's what I just wanted to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi. Yeah, great website also. I went to look there.
Thank you very much.
And a free demo, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. I'm still a little bit confused how it works though. Can you combine all my vital signs, basically, my face, my fingerprint, my voice recognition?
Actually, you as organization going to choose in different action what going to be the combination for each action. It's mean, for example, if you want to draw money for the ATM, okay, so you can choose that it's not for less than 1,000 euro. You can say it's a low risk, and then you can say I need only the geolocation and swipe. If it's more than 1,000 euro, you can say I want to combine between the face and the speaker. The same thing for fallback. It means that you as organization going to choose exactly what the end user going to do in each action and in each transaction.
Okay, so you can increase the security according to the
Yes, we bring all the level of security.
Okay, understand it. Okay, then the other question. So you're looking right now for 2.5, and then which round is that? And what do you foresee in the future? When is the next round?
It was the first one was the seed money of 400K.
Yeah.
This was when we established the day we established the company. Right now we want to expand to the US and of course to continue our development. And to do it, of course, it's really important to say that because we are B2B, the sales cycles take between 6 to 8 months. And this is the reason if we want to expand to more country, we need to have this money for sales team and
right. Yeah. Now I saw on your list of potential customers, Citibank.
Yeah.
So is Citibank Europe or Citibank States?
Actually, we start with collaborate with Citibank in Israel. They have the innovation center in Israel.
Okay.
In those days, they actually looking for solution. This is what we are negotiating with them about something really innovative that they're not going to own the biometric technology. They're going to use, this is the only bank in the world that actually wants to use our technology in the cloud. So they will send to us the 2 vector of the face, whatever going to be the technology, and we're going to return to them with the answer, yes, this is the person you sent to us, or no. It means that we're not going to know who is the person we identify, but we're going to give them the answer. So this is what we're doing right now with Citibank.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Clayton, what did you think? Any advice, comments, thoughts for this? Awesome start.
Well, scanning my face is one of my favorite things to do. So, congratulations on that. I guess because you have the companies able to choose what sort of recognition or what type of identification they will require, that's a good thing, because I'm always nervous that somebody finds my phone and tries to use it to break in. So, congratulations. And sounds like you got good momentum with a good set of companies behind you. So keep up the good work.
Awesome. Thank you, Clayton. So remember those who are... And can we give a warm greeting to our borough president, Gail Brewer? Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Gail.
Thank you. Those who are watching on live stream, just remember Valerie at HARLEMValley.com. Those who are watching on live stream want more information about our startups, Valerie at HARLEMValley.com. And let's boost Harlem here in New York. The Twitter hashtag again, 4 Harlem with 1A. So our next startup is the O with me. The O with me. Where are you at?
Come on, Christian.
Okay, come on down. And I hope you guys, are you having a good time? Are you learning? Awesome. How are the judges doing? Are they doing okay? Nah, they're doing all right. Okay, all right. So, no, you're doing a great job. Let them time to set up. Ready? Great. So with that, all the best and good luck.
Thank you. So hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thanks a lot to the people from the Netherlands coming in all the way. Really appreciate it. This is Rose. I'm Christian. Our company is called The O. We make a smart reminder app with a wearable accessory. We live in a world where being busy is something that we like. We think it's good to be busy and to do more and more with less and less time. The downside of that is that sometimes that comes with a cost, and that cost is stress. And there are studies that show that the more stressed you are, the more forgetful you become. And forgetful can be forgetting the birthday of your wife, maybe, your kid from nursery school. But it also means that you get in trouble with your belongings, with your physical items. And in the US alone, every single week, they say, 12,000 laptops are lost in US airports every single week. And I'm sure that all of us, like every single person in here, has a story not that long ago, like maybe in the last couple of weeks, where you lost something or you left something at home. I know your keys when you went to the office. And also, almost everybody has this one friend that is a total disaster.
So this is precisely why we decided to create the O. So you attach each of the smart accessories to the belongings that you don't want to lose or forget. You can do this in multiple ways. You can stick it on your laptop or your laptop charger. We've created a really lovely range of key and bag accessories. And you can also just simply slip it into your wallet as well. And you then download the app. You sync each of the O's with the app, which literally, the setup takes literally seconds. Now, once you've done that, it'll protect the items that you don't want to lose or forget. So just to illustrate how this works, we're going to talk through Anna's day, our friend Anna. So she's got terrible allergies. So when she leaves the house, the O app checks if she's got her allergy medicine with her. If she doesn't, then the app will remind her. She also does yoga 3 times a week. So on the day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if she leaves the house without her gym kit, again, the app will let her know. If rain is forecast, it reminds her to bring her umbrella. If her phone is running out of battery, it'll prompt her to bring her charger. And then when she leaves the house, all of the items that she has on her that have O's attached to them, it knows it's protecting those things for the day. And so if she gets too far away from one of those things, then an alarm will go off on her phone. So our vision really is just to enable people to think more about the important things and let us take care of the little things. So we feel we are joining the wearables market at a really exciting time. We really believe that it's the dawn of the wearables age. I mean, we've seen obviously a huge success from the Apple Watch, but also a lot of success from smaller players. For example, the activity tracker Misfit was recently acquired by the Fossil Group for $260 million. And on the other side, on the consumer side, we also see increasingly people are willing, but also have an appetite for incorporating technology into their lives to help them improve the quality of their life. And so where we are, we've got 1,000 active users in the market all around the world that we've just delivered to in the past month. And we're certified for key markets in Europe and North America. We're having really interesting conversations with several department stores in the US, particularly. Are we done?
5 seconds.
Okay, oh shit. Macy's, Saks, and Bluebees. And yeah, who are all looking to expand fashion tech, so it's a really interesting time for us.
Thank you.
There we go.
Awesome. Great. Judges, time for who would like to go first? Please.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure if I understand how it works, the technology. So how does it know that I'm leaving the house? How does it work?
Okay, well, the technology is Bluetooth. So your phone understands if something is with you and when it is not with you through the strength of the Bluetooth signal. And the app on your phone knows when it's a problem.
And so for leaving your house, for example, so one thing that people immediately ask is, okay, but now my phone goes off all the time. Like I'm at home, like things in my bedroom, I'm in the kitchen, I get an alert. That's not what I want to do. So what we do is in safe places, as we call them, you have all the alerts switched off. And you can define safe place either by GPS or by Wi-Fi zones. So most people would use their Wi-Fi zone at home, and as soon as you're at home, the alerts are off. The moment when you leave that Wi-Fi zone, that's when we check for your things.
Yeah, so in that question, if I'm in my office, what do you consider that? What do you consider that? Is that the Wi-Fi zone or is that the GPS?
It's up to you. So you have the possibility to either create some a safe place by GPS or by Wi-Fi.
Okay, so the next thing, what I understand now, it's totally independent. It's my system, basically. I buy the system and I control the system. It's not cloud-based at all. Okay, then what are you looking for, money-wise? I didn't see that. I see the goals, but I didn't see what the money.
Right. We think at the very minimum, I think we are looking for seed round now. We have only had bootstrap money with a little bit of friends and family money. With the Kickstarter last year, where we got most of our customers in the beginning, I'm now looking at the very minimum of like 500,000, but up to like $1 million.
And are we talking? Are you US based or
We're US based? Yeah, US incorporated.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Quick one. How much does it cost?
$79 for a pack of 4. I have the packs in my bag.
Go to the last one slide.
Do you have a patent or a patent pending on this?
No, we don't.
So examples would be if I buy your product, a key for my keys, so I will never lose my keys again. So in the Netherlands we also have like bicycles, and those bicycles, they get stolen a lot. Could I use it for that?
Yeah.
Yes and no. We decided strategically to not focus on theft for now, because solving theft is an entirely different problem. So if you want to really go after thieves, you have to make the technology that not just works in the sense that it does already, but you also have to make sure it cannot be removed easily, or it's very small, it's hidden in some way. So there's a lot of like problems that come up with theft. It does prevent theft in certain cases, obviously, like if I have my wallet with me and someone walks away, I will notice that, but it's not an anti-theft solution in general.
So Clayton, as always, what do you think? What's your advice to them? What's your word for them?
Well, first of all, great presentation. The device itself is attractive versus a lot of the wearables that I see, so I was very impressed by that. I also like the fact that you're based in New York, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I think for me, who leaves an umbrella or leaves his keys all over the place, I think this will work good for me. My question is it a drain on my cell phone battery?
Short answer, of course it is, but it's not that bad. And so you use Bluetooth in the back all the time, and that's something that does use battery in the same way that the Apple Watch also does use that battery. But especially on iPhone 6s and the newer phones, you see that they've been dealing with that much better because of products like that.
Thank you.
Great. So we'll have
go ahead, Romo.
I was going to say we'll have a short break.
Yeah,
right now.
so listen, we've got 3 more great pitches to go through. We're very excited about them. The first 3 you saw were just as exciting, but the next 3 are also ready to go. But we do want you to take a break, because I know some of you are like, I can't wait to stand up and do something. So take the time to meet some of the folks here that have been asking the questions. I'm here. Valerie's here. Let's take a quick 15-minute break at the most. Be back in the room by 3:15, 3:20. Second half, 3 great companies are about to pitch. I'm doing Ramon's job. Shirley, make sure people out there are coming in.
Have ever done a pitch event like this before? How many is this your first time in Harlem, New York? Okay. How many has you ever been to Harlem, Netherlands? Okay. Clayton, you got to make this happen. A lot of people haven't been there before.
Well, we're going. We're going next year.
Okay. Shall we begin or wait in a few minutes?
People are filing in, but I do want to make one quick announcement. There's a university college going up in Harlem, Netherlands. They don't have a university in Harlem, Netherlands, so they are putting one up. It's in progress. We're very excited about it, and we look to do a lot of collaborations with that university, with our schools here. It focuses on entrepreneurship, STEM, and all types of other great 21st century job development. So we're very excited about the relationship that we have with the Netherlands, and certainly with this new university. Wave your hand. This is the young lady that is building it right there. Okay, Ramon, get us going.
All right, judges, are you ready? Oh, that sounds like a Netherlands. You're ready. Come on, judges, are you ready? There we go. You're there, yeah.
Let's see if we can get a slide movement here. We go. Here we go.
Audience, are you ready? Awesome. So is our next startup in the house, in the room? Okay, great. So, are you ready? And we'll get the clicker ready, so I want your time to start fairly. We're ready with the next, I think this is it. Is that right? Okay, great. Here we go. Congratulations and good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
Is this my slide?
Would you have some time to tell us about your company?
Good afternoon. My name is Yusuf Ghaznavi, and I'm the founder of TicketsDeal. TicketsDeal is the online platform where you can safely, on a fair way, sell or buy secondhand e-tickets. We've all experienced the hassle of decently getting rid of your tickets. You want to sell them or buy them. If you want to sell your ticket, you ask all your friends on WhatsApp, or put it on Facebook, or even use Twitter. It's a lot of time consuming. It's time consuming. And what about the privacy and the payments? As a buyer, you have to completely trust a stranger. And with that, what about the high prices they ask? With TicketsDeal, it's not possible to do that. TicketsDeal, you cannot ask more than 25% of your ticket's original cost, and that's a big difference between other companies and my company. So, it's a one-time login with Facebook and PayPal. You shared. Yeah. Also, yeah, I have to click as well. Also, that if it works. Which one? So overpriced. Sorry, I'm totally blacked out. Why people need this is because the market is too overpriced with secondhand e-tickets. You don't know from who you're buying from, and mostly the ticket prices are too high. And with this concept, the 25% maximum, you cannot overcharge a ticket anymore. And with that, we keep the scalpers away, and it's less. Because over there you can ask any price. So it's mostly about the overpricing and the mindset of the people. Because this is a proven concept in the Netherlands. We already have that, and they're selling 4,000 tickets per week. So that's a lot. It's a mindset what you have to change. And once it's changed, everyone will use it. Nobody asks. Now, of course, people want to make profit, but more and more people will enter an honest world in ticketing. You log in with your Facebook. The safety and security we give to our buyers is that you have to log in one time with Facebook and with PayPal. So we got your personal information, and you don't have to share it with anyone else, because that's also a thing with identity fraud. You have to sometimes fraud people who want to do fraud ask for your personal information. Yeah.
How this is different from StubHub?
At StubHub, you can ask any price, and the difference as well is that the customer service, it sucks. Because yeah, it is, because a lot of people use it. It's a very big company, and they cannot manage everything. But with that, because of the high prices you can ask for a ticket, it's very easy to scam, because they make more profit out of it. And with this concept, you don't make profit as a seller. You just use it because you cannot attend at an event.
Okay, so as a I would say an American Dutchman or Dutch American, to me this sounds like a socialist idea. I'm sorry, because as a seller, I would want to get the max for my ticket that I can get.
Yeah.
I understand your concept, but that's something to consider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, that's also
in Holland. There are a lot of artists. They don't like you to ask a lot of money for their tickets. They will hate you for that. So this would work in Holland.
No. Yeah, it's working in Holland. Yeah, and now this is for the American market, because there isn't a safe and honest way of doing this, because people don't know there is a way. People are used to ask any price for it. Yeah, it is. Correct. Look, you understand it all.
Have you thought about oversupply, like theaters and so that have extra tickets that they sell now in Times Square, to list those tickets?
We are always open to work with them together. So that's a possibility. Of course, if this will grow, it will grow. This is a business to consumer market, but eventually we're going also to a business to business market, because working together with the venues, it's a big plus for them, because by doing that, there is a less no show for them, so more people can attend to an event. People, if scalpers or people on the street still have the tickets, a venue will make less profit out of it, even if the tickets are sold.
Actually, you answered the question, because we talked earlier yesterday, and it appeared that you forgot to talk about the win-win-win situation,
yeah,
where the venue will also win, because they'll have a full house rather than, empty seats.
Correct.
So the question...
But I forgot a lot of things to tell, so if you have any question, you can ask me.
The question we have from online is, how will you authenticate and check the original price of the ticket? That was from our online questioner. Thank you those who are online and submitting questions as well. How do you check the original price of the ticket?
We have access to, with the API, with Facebook. We can get information from the venues themselves, what the ticket cost, and with that, it's very easy for us to put in a number, and if it's not corresponding with that ticket price what they are asking, it's very easy. We show there will come out a pop-up with the warning, you cannot ask more than 25%. This is the price you can ask for a maximum.
And then the golden question, what are you looking for in money?
$500,000. With the service fee, we have the lowest service fee on the market, a total of 15%, 7.5% for the buyer and 7.5% for the seller. So they both pay for the service fee.
We have time for one more question.
The technology is already there. 500K is to establish here in New York, because this is my home base where I want to start and roll out state by state. And then for the marketing cost, employees, further development of the website, because the website is completely up and running, but is always more possibilities to continue development and branding. Yeah, correct.
Thank you very much. Before we end, Bruce Lincoln, co-founder of Silicon Harlem, what's your advice to this young man, to the company that's starting? What's your advice, and how do you think he did?
I thought you did a great job, and you were obviously under a lot of pressure and very nervous. But I would suggest in the future what you do is get with someone that you trust and have them really prep and practice you on your pitch so that you have it down. Luckily, this gentleman had talked to you yesterday and was able to help you out, and this was a friendly audience. But you want to really have your pitch where it's crisp and you can really run it down and make sure it coordinates with your slides. Great job, though.
Thank you very much.
Give him a great round of
feedback.
applause.
Thanks.
So we're getting ready for our next contestants to come in. As people are filing in there, good. You're next. Great. So how's it going so far? You still doing good? Yeah. We want to see a lot of tweets going. For Harlem is the hashtag for the number 4 Harlem. And again, those of you who have questions, as we've had already, please email Valerie at Harlem. Did I say that right? 2 A's? I don't know. I'm trying to say it Dutch. HAARLEM, Harlem2A's Valley.com. So with that, we'll have our next pitch. Please come on up. And this is Recordgram Inc.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Eric Mendelson, and this is multi-platinum music recording artist Mims. And we are the co-founders of Recordgram. Recordgram is the first mobile music and video recording studio that lets amateur artists create songs with Grammy Award-winning music producers for under $5. Our users are able to discover beats on their phone from their favorite producers, just like this. Now, once they have this beat, they can add their vocals to their phone to create an original song that sounds something just like this.
You give me such a great feeling. Take me high till I touch the ceiling. I'm glad I have you in my life.
Now that they have this song, they can create a video through Recordgram, and they can share it on Recordgram's social network and all of their other social networks, instantly turning their friends into fans. Today, more than ever, music publishers, songwriters, and producers are looking for new ways to make money. The time for Recordgram is right now because user content-generated platforms are exploding, and the ways that we consume and create music are changing. Our innovative technology ensures that our customers, who are both established as well as upcoming music producers, will be able to make money from their craft, just like songwriter-producer Tony Fad. Meet Tony. Tony comes from a small town in Russia. He owns expensive studio equipment, and he makes great beats. But the problem for Tony is that he doesn't have relationships with artists like Mims to sell his production. So he uploads them across all his online platforms, and he even gives his beats away for free in the hopes of getting discovered. Our other customer are aspiring artists who are always looking for ways to save money, but are also looking for quality music production. Meet Willie, the artist from New Jersey. Willie doesn't have a lot of money. He can't afford studio time. Apparently his gold chains must be fake. He's always dreamed of working with his favorite music producer, but he doesn't have access to them. And even if he did, Willie wouldn't be able to afford their production. So he downloads karaoke apps like Auto-Rap, but he's not satisfied because he's unable to create original music until Willie discovers Recordgram. Recordgram solves both of our customers' problems. We're the user-friendly, convenient, and affordable platform that connects producer Tony with aspiring artist Willie. The bottom line is we make money for producers like Tony, and we save money for artists like Willie while providing them with quality production. Now, I know this may sound like a great hypothetical use case, but it's a true story. Today, Willie goes by the artist named Fetty Wap. He's one of the world's biggest hip-hop artists. He's had 4 top 10 records. His chains are actually real. His first single was produced by Tony, who he met through an online platform. The power of Recordgram is leveling the playing field for emerging artists so that they can collaborate, from producers from Harlem in the Netherlands to artists with Harlem in New York, so they can collaborate on their mobile device affordably and conveniently. We charge producers like Tony $9.99 a month or $90 a year to upload their beats to our platform. And when those beats are leased or sold through our platform, we take 20% of that in-app purchase. And we already have over 400 prepaid customers that have paid for our service before we launched, and Apple just approved us for release in the App Store just yesterday. We're raising $450,000, which is primarily going to be used to market and promote our products. We believe in putting money into our business to grow it. We also need some money to develop our Android platform, as well as cover some of our operational expenses. Wired Magazine reported there was a huge need for music technology that brought music collaboration to the mobile device. Well, today, in Harlem, New York, my hometown, that wait is over. Thank you.
Yeah. Good job. So, judges, what did you think, and who wants to go first?
I have a question. I see lots of marketing expenses. How are you going to market your product?
Great. So we already have 10 confirmed affiliate marketing companies that are out there speaking to our targeted consumers. One of them's in the building right now, called DigiWax Media. They reach our targeted customers to millions of users. So we pay them an affiliate fee when they bring us money. So it's very cost effective. We also, as I'm sure you can tell, we also have established celebrity relationships. Pitbull, Flo Rida, some of the biggest names in music, who are going to be speaking to their fans, to their social networks. And when they speak to their fans react, and they're going to react by downloading the Recordgram app. Just a few of our strategies.
The music you create, is it all new music, all new beats, or you also use existing music and beats?
Great question. No, it's all original music. We confirmed Sony ATV Publishing, which is the world's largest music publisher, who's going to be onboarding some of their biggest talent to our platform. We're in talks with Warner, and I have a meeting with Universal tomorrow. So to answer your question, we are monetizing the back catalog of music producers who are sitting on music that's collecting dust. It's not making any money. So we're essentially turning a non-performing asset into a performing asset. Well, the artist, so the beats are all for $5 are all under $5. The artist cannot take the beat off the platform and cannot sell their beat on iTunes or make any money off of it. If the song gets big enough, which is in the case of Fetty Wap, they can then come back around and buy the exclusive rights to the beat, where they can then make money off of it. There's a lot more to that question that I don't have time for, but there's a lot of rights issues. But we're licensing masters. That's what we do for a living, and marketing experts.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me put a disclaimer first, because most of you were born after I came out of grad school, so maybe it's just me. But your presentation fantastic, but I didn't get it from your website. I was wondering, okay, how do I use it? What do I do with that? So that's just an idea.
So the app was just approved by Apple. It probably will be live in the App Store by tomorrow or within the next 48 hours. The website is our portal for producers to pay us a fee to upload their beats to our platform. There's a whole metadata back engine that we've created over the last year or so, and that's because Apple takes 30% for in-app purchases, which they're currently doing for the beats in the app. But when producers pay us their subscription fee of $9.99 a month or $90 a year, they use our website, and it avoids any of the Apple fees. But there is an 8-minute demonstration on our website. If you check it out, you'll get a better in-depth explanation of what we're doing. But we also want to keep some things secret before we launched.
Question from the audience here?
So if I'm an artist, how do I search for the beats? Do you categorize them in such a fashion where the artist would know if they have a beat in their head?
Absolutely.
Can they easily find it?
So, yeah, to answer your question, absolutely. We have a whole search engine where you can type in, I want to hear a beat like Beyonce, or blah, and it'll bring up beats that sound like a Beyonce beat, for example. Also, each producer who uploads their beats to our platform have their own unique page that they can then share across all their social networks to bring their fans to the platform to discover those beats from that producer.
How do you deal with sample clearancing?
So in our user agreement, every beat that's uploaded to our platform is 100% owned and controlled by the producer who uploads that beat. If they happen to include a sample in our music, we actually have a detection system that can detect that sample and remove the whole beat from the platform. And of course, we are legally compliant with all the labels and publishers. So if they send us a cease and desist, we can pull it off of our back end, which is currently run by Amazon Web Services.
Great. Any more questions? Great. Okay, one more, and then we'll close out with Clayton or Bruce. Who had the question? Somebody raise their hand.
Oh, please. Is there any possibility for uploading entire songs that artists want produced?
Well, no, that's not what the platform is for. Producers can upload songs or can upload beats with hooks, hooks or certain verses in it, and we are working out contests with major labels where they're going to be giving us unfinished songs. So I'm going to say Beyonce, although that's a long stretch, but Beyonce can give us a record that's not going to make her album, that's unfinished, and we can release that through the Recordgram platform, and then our artist community can add their verse to that Beyonce record, and they can promote themselves through the Beyonce record to all their social networks. So it acts as a monetization strategy for Columbia Records, which Beyonce signed to, but it's also a promotion platform for Beyonce as well as the artist who's on that record. But it's not technically for. If they're uploading a song, they probably have a beat to it already. So, but they can discover producers and connect with them to buy their beats. If that makes sense. Thanks.
So we give a round of applause. And before you leave, Clayton, what's your advice? What did you think?
Well, I just want to say I thought it was an engaging presentation, wonderful graphics, etc. Eric, I thought you have a great command of your product, and Mims makes for great eye candy. So. I just want to say, I'm curious what your roadmap is. Like, from here, where do you go? Like, what's your, strategy for growth?
So this whole idea is actually Mims's idea, and our other business partner we have two business partners. One is Corey Llewellyn, who's a Harlem native, and our other business partner is Grammy Award-winning music producer DJ Blackout. We've been building this platform for the last year. We recently finished the Project Music Tech Accelerator in Nashville, where they selected 7 companies from around the world, and we were one of those 7. And we did that accelerator for the last 3 months, and I just finished up 2 days ago, and I just flew in for this. So we are ready to launch. Apple approved us. So we're probably going to launch in the next couple days, and we're also in talks with some of the biggest producers in the world, like Swiss Beats and Timbaland and Just Blaze, to come onto our platform to be evangelists for what we're doing. So that's kind of a little bit of a roadmap. But we are launching probably this week.
Very good.
Thank you.
Great. Next up, you can acknowledge the applause. Great. Next up, in our final startup, and again, we've gone through the C-Suite Coach. We've heard from MultiSense. We've heard from the O. We've heard from Tickets Deal. And we've just heard from Recordgram. And last but not least, and are you having a good time still? Please make sure you tweet out #4Harlem. And again, questions, if you have those of you watching live stream, Valerie at Harlem with 2 A's, Valley.com. So, Bar Doggy, come on up. Good luck and all the best.
Well, it's so exciting to be here all the way from Haarlem. Flew like 7 hours to Haarlem. My name is Tim de Kraker and I'm the founder of Bar Doggy. So Bar Doggy adds value and experience to bars in order to attract more visitors and sell more drinks. Because bar owners are really good in serving people, but they don't know a lot about how to build a community. They don't know how to really get to know their visitors, and they know crap about marketing. So imagine what could happen if we combine our marketing skills with the perfect hospitality stick skills of a bar owner. Now, we got 5-star rated apps in the App Store. We got Heineken and Coca-Cola partnering with us, and we show monthly traction both in users and in redeemed offers. Now let's take an example of Adrian. He's a bar owner in Haarlem. And last couple of months, he sold over 250 deals, making more than $2,500 of extra revenue. Now this is really huge, because in cities there are over 100 to thousands of bar owners like Adrian, also here in Haarlem, who could start selling more drinks tomorrow if they could start using Bar Doggy. Now we have a great team. My partner Nick is the owner of a top 3 hotel booking website in the Netherlands, and my partner Michael owns a top 3 venture building company in the Netherlands. Together we put in 500,000 euros and we raised another 225,000 euros in crowdfunding. We used all that money to build this product, and our customers, they love it. Now we roll out city by city using door-to-door sales, and first we select the popular bars. We have a 40% success rate, and once they're in, the rest will follow. The next milestone on our roadmap is to grow to 5,000 bars and to 100,000 active users a month. And you see the potential which comes after that. We are really serious about this, and that's why we are ready to sell 30% of our company in exchange for a $1.5 million investment. And that money is going to be used to get to the next milestone. With these figures will lead to 7.5 million of revenue per year. Now, are you ready to join the biggest opportunity in modern hospitality? Then I invite you to join the party and invest in Bar Doggy.
Who let the dogs out?
Who would like to go first? Judges? Who would like to go first?
My kid's favorite song. Who let the dogs out, right? Okay, so 1.5 million, you project 7.5 million revenue. Is that revenue based on the 5,000 bars, 100,000 monthly users?
Exactly.
And what is the time frame on that to reach that goal?
18 to 24 months.
Okay, thanks.
The audience can chime in too if the judges have.
The US is a huge market. How are you going to cover this?
Well, we did a lot of experience in the Netherlands, which is a pretty tough market. And
Why?
Well, because Dutch people are really like pissing
Stingy.
everything up, you know. You're like Americans, you love everything. And we Dutch, a lot of Dutch people, they just say they love it, but actually they don't really are so cooperative. But of course, we will need partners to do this. And we already have international partners like Heineken and Coca-Cola, and they know every bar owner. So this can help a lot.
Are you aware that, because I know in the Netherlands, Heineken owns a lot of bars, so it's easy to reach it. But in the US, big beer companies are barred from owning bars.
Yeah, well, we
Because
already
for
got in
cartel
contact
reasons.
with a lot of real estate owners in New York. But Adrian, I think we could use your expertise of this market as well. We will need like 6 to 9 months to prepare a real good strategy that will work in America. And we will need Americans to help us to build that strategy. And we have to create employment jobs for people helping us over here. And I think there are a lot of people here in Harlem know the bars, know the bar owners, and we would love to get in contact with them and set up a team of excellent door-to-door salespeople.
Questions, comments, suggestions from our judges or anyone else in the room here? Okay, please.
How does the technology work?
How does the technology work is a question.
Well, a bar owner gets an own profile in our platform. He gets a profile in the app. And if you would download my app right here as a consumer, you would get access to a top 20 of bars here in New York. You could see them. You could see the events happening over there. And if the bar owner joins our platform, you could redeem offers at their place. So on one side, we bring more traffic. And on the other side, we have a total program where the owner can make his own offers, but also get like print work with it, get the barcodes with it that the consumers can scan. So it's like a lot of things I could explain about this, but it works really simple for the consumer. Download the app and go and have a good time tonight.
Great. Got a couple more questions, please.
So as a bar owner, you can sign in through the app, right?
Yeah, you take a subscription. At the moment, our door-to-door sales takes in the subscriptions and prepare the account for the bar owner. And we're also automating it to be scalable, that it could be automatic. We also place smart sensors in bars like beacons with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi tracking to get exact number of the visitors in a bar and help the bar owner to get more out of that, to get visitor profiles, to get to know his customers and know how often they come and what they spend and what they like. And then he needs a bit of our help to get started with that. Because as I explained, the bar owners don't know crap about marketing and they don't know how to build an online community. But we do.
And they pay you a monthly fee, right?
Exactly. They pay a monthly fee, but we also see partners like Heineken pay a monthly fee for 1,000 bars at a time. Because they know how much this is worth, and they know they cannot invent this themselves.
I think it's very interesting, and I'm particularly interested in the data. Like, are you thinking of monetizing that data down the road? Because I can see these big brands wanting to get their hands on that.
Yeah, we already see like business relationships between telecom operators in Turkey, knowing exactly what the best places are for doing advertisement, billboards, and that kind of stuff. So we're really careful with monetizing on the data because we also want to guarantee privacy issues. But I started this because I saw all the opportunities that data offer, but data is only value if you got a lot of it and you got a lot of bars using this. So there's only one goal ahead of us right now. The next milestone is to get to 5,000 bars. And once we got that number of bars, we got so much valuable data where we already have interested data experts looking at it and say, hey, can I join you guys and look at the data and see what we can get out of it? And then it's the most important thing is to get data and change it into actionable data. If we could send a push message to a bar owner that he puts in an offer for 2 beer for 1, that he will get 20% more visitors within an hour, then he knows what to do. And that's what we want to offer him.
Hi, I've worked with Heineken and Pernod Ricard in the past. In the United States, one of the biggest problems they have is figuring out the retention issue. It sounds like you have the data, but what's your client acquisition plan? On average, sending someone out in the street is about $27 an hour, and you're competing with a number of other products that probably don't do this, but their market is doing something similar. So how are you going to get over that sort of hurdle?
Well, we're already doing it in the Netherlands. So as I told you, we got 300 customers, bars using this. And in the last couple of months, we got the 100 first paying customers for it and made 30,000 of revenue. The most important thing is that the bar owner is really hard to access. So most of these concepts failed because they didn't get the door-to-door sales right. So it's a harsh hurdle to start. But once you're getting the name and you're getting better, then you see that bar owners tend to follow the others. So in Harlem, in the Netherlands, you have about 50 to 60 bars which fit in our concept, and 26 of them joined us. And some of them said, well, I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm going to join because I have to, because everybody is doing it. So you see that they really follow the others, and it gives us the opportunity to help them and to prove that we're worth, that our platform is worth using, and that it helps you to sell more drinks and attract more visitors, because that's what it's all about for the bar owner. Does that answer your question enough? I got a bit lost in what exact question you had.
Yeah, hi. I tend to believe that the restaurants in the States have more bars attached than in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, you really have purpose bars, and here you don't see that much. So 2 thoughts that came to mind, if I may. One is a reservation system attachment, or your own reservation system, and the second one is, do you have a payment app attached, or are you planning to do something like that?
When we researched the market, we saw that the Netherlands is changing in the way that America and England already changed. So on only drinks, a bar cannot survive anymore. He has to have as many people in his bar as often hours of a day as possible. So we make sure that he can use our platform to attract more visitors and sell more drinks. And the most important thing is there are like 20 apps for making a reservation or all that kind of stuff. It's not blue ocean anymore. It's already monetized. But the one thing is not there, and that's an app focusing pure on giving more experience and more value to the bar and focusing on drinks. But you see that drinks actually fit very well with spices. Like you have new wines, which are excellent with a piece of chocolate. So if the bar owner is creative, he can think of it himself. But we are constantly looking for trends and giving him options that he can use to do offers to visitors which fit his target group. So we're helping with that. But this way, we picked it up. It's really unique. It's never done before, and we're the first doing it. Of course, that's a danger as well. But we built already like 1.5 years of head start to other competitors, and we see a few coming up right now, but they're stupid enough to send their business plans to my investors. So, well, we get a good track of them, and they name us as their biggest competitor. So far, we're doing well.
Yeah, sorry, the last 2 questions. Do your projections include the New York City market, number 1? Number 2, congratulations on your branding and your logo. Do bar owners get that sticker on the door?
Yeah. So far, like 90% of the bar owners gets the sticker on the door, and you see a few still hustling with it because they would like to have their own total identity, and they're just looking how is consumers responding on the identity. The funny thing is that I've spoken to a lady, and she heard about our company like a few days ago for the first time, and she said, "Well, the name is not really suited for women. They don't like this name or this brand." But a few days later, she said, "Hey, I actually am starting to like it." So it's just something you see or hear for the first time might be a bit different, but once you've seen this dog, you will remember it, and every time you will see it again, you'll start thinking, oh, hey, this is something I can use. It's fun to try out, and let's try it. So I hope someone here already downloaded the app, but please do so, and look at the beautiful bars in New York and see, like there's one like 400 meters from here around the corner, and it will bring you there, and it will give you a great time after we finished over here. Thank you.
Can we give him a round of applause? And with that, no, please. And with that, Clayton, what is your advice, and how did you do?
Well, I have to say I went out with some of the Netherlands crew here the other night, and sure enough, he had a bar for us to go to. So I can attest that he really loves his product. Companies are still eligible to get financing and investment. So let's don't confuse the two. But this is just to acknowledge that there was a company that stood out from a presentation perspective. I hope all the companies are in here because you're going to want to hear this. And you also get something. How about that?
Okay. So you just mentioned it, you don't realize that, but all those Dutchmen here in New York will sign up for Silicon Valley because if something sounds right to a Dutchman, it's free. Right? So, great job. After collaboration to this very difficult, we had 6 fantastic ideas and great presentations, and really all viable. How do I say that? Companies, projects, ideas, startups. Yeah, thank you for the word. But the great winner is, and I have to. You wrote it down, right? Or, oh, okay. I want to say the name right because otherwise that goes wrong, right? The great winner is, and I'll tell you why, is a company that did a fantastic presentation here, and I'm sure you already know who that was. It was down to the letter, down to the sentence. The slides worked properly and the words were great. Everybody got immediately what they were doing and what they were looking for. So the great winner is Recordgram.
Come on in. Somebody take a picture, would you? Somebody take a picture.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where's the liquor?
Thank you.
Let's get a picture. Let's get a picture. Valerie, get the picture.
I think someone Thank you, everybody. I just flew in from Miami.
Get in the picture, Eric. Here we go.
Stand straight.
Here, move in.
Sorry. Come on.
We have, we're going to have a quick note from Eric to talk about what you received. Just 1 second.
Yeah. We got a little present from EvoSwitch. What we would like to offer is some free co-location space in our data center, meaning free rack, power, connectivity. And also one office space, but it's in Harlem, of course, in the Netherlands. But you can get it, okay? If you like, okay? Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Let's give it up for EvoSwitch. Giving it up. That's big. Thank you guys very, very much. Congratulations to Recordgram. No. So,
Can I say just it was a great pitch, but I'm also really proud that it's a music startup, because we in Harlem we have lots of guitar music. So we are really also a really very musical city with lots of music producers. So